Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody out there. We're finally at the Walt Disney Family Museum here in San Francisco. It's beautiful here. I'll show you a little around a little bit. This is not really affiliated with the Disney company, but it's in a museum in homage to Walt Disney himself. So a big shout out to all my co-hosts on Monorail Tales, all the listeners, all the folks on Kindred Souls of Brooklyn, and also the Waffles Foundation. So I'm going to do a little video here, show you around, and it's just really nice. So stay tuned. So when you drive up, this is actually part of the Presidio National Park. Presidio was a military base, but now the Disney family, Diane Disney, started this, and she's passed now, but the Disney family, I think, still owns part of it. But you could see how beautiful it is. You really, right over there is the Golden Gate Bridge. There's a lot of fog here today. They call the fog Carl. That's the name they give the fog in San Francisco. But we're going to take a look in here and stay along with us. It's a museum, so I won't do a lot of talking inside, which might be a good thing, right? So, all right. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Here and down the stairs, we have restrooms.
Okay.
And there are restrooms upstairs and in our upper galleries as well. This is our awards lobby. You can start your visit in here today. And then when you're ready to enter the main galleries, right down this way, then to the left, we have the entrance. We have 2 galleries on this floor. And then you can take the elevator upstairs to see the rest of the galleries.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We're happy to be here.
All right, wonderful. Well, welcome in today, folks.
Thank you very much.
And the cafe, the cafe is this level?
Oh yeah, so our cafe is going to be right through here, and then on your right you're going to see it.
Okay, good.
Thank
Wow, there's the man himself. Take my picture with Walt. Just hold, stay there. I gotta get with Walt. Just leave it. You don't have to do anything. Just focus it on it. Hey, with Walt here. How you doing, everybody? My buddy.
Wait, I didn't get it.
You got it. It does it by itself. So we're gonna start our tour. Right off the bat, I can tell you it's really nice here. I mean, it's really, really pristine. I mean, you feel like it's like inside of a mansion. You know, it's a feeling of, just picture a museum and a mansion together. And it's at the Presidio. It's right near the Golden Gate. The grounds are absolutely beautiful. There's so much to do in and around here too. But we're going to show you some of the stuff. What's nice is this is a personal side of Walt. It's not to do with the company really. Of course, it's all his awards and his Academy Awards have to do with that. But Diane Disney wanted to do this because she felt that people were not really remembering Walt himself. It was more the company. It wasn't Walt Disney, it was just Disney. So that's what this is all about. It's actually a 501c3 as well, which I think is great. It's run by the Disney company still. Not the company, it's run by the grandchildren of Walt Disney. So it's real nice. So we're going to show you some of the stuff, a lot of personal stuff here. So hope you enjoy.
Pictures are fine just without flash, and the closest restrooms are down these stairs right here underneath our store. But there are restrooms upstairs as well. You guys can go enjoy.
I mean, it's hard to believe. Lots of interaction. I mean, there's like 11 showcases of awards that Disney has won himself. I mean, talk about a body of work. Incredible. I mean, I'm just gonna give you a quick idea of this. What's that one? Racing pigeons. I didn't even know we used to race pigeons. Wow. Like I said, this is just... Oh, this is what I wanted to see. Oh my God, this is all of Walt's Academy Awards. And this is the one that I'm most impressed of right here. This is the one, I don't know if you could see it on there, when he won for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They actually made a special one with the Seven Dwarfs on it. This is just incredible. That is just totally amazing. Shows you each and every one that they won. I mean, you could look these up. Way too much for me to talk about. Not saying something, but that is the one. If I could walk away with a souvenir or have something in my home for like a week at all the things here, that'd be the one I'd want right there. Oh, and check this out. This is a mock-up of the apartment in California above the firehouse. And look at that, even the same exact carpet. I'd seen pictures of this. That's the same exact carpet that they have in there. This is a gem right here. Oh man. I'd love to get a picture inside of there. Wow. But they have it, you really can't see it too well, but it's got a clear barrier around it, but that's incredible. Here's an idea too. This is the Disneyland apartment. It's where he used to hang out. And here's a picture of him with his kids. And of course, we all know what it looks like from the outside. What I love is that this is the him and Yul Brynner, one of my favorite old-time actors. Right, this is from 1957. What I like is they show you the photograph of it, and then you got the actual award right over here. See, look at that. And that's the same for a lot of these, all these medals and stuff. I mean, you name the award, he got it from the Boy Scouts, from the Screen Actors Guild, from the military. I mean, look at this. For worldwide animal conservation. A gorilla. These are things I never even knew he won. Look at this with a llama. Wow. And look at that. Walt was given the key to San Francisco. I never even knew he got that. I mean, amazing stuff. Look at this. You name the place. Look at this. He got an award from the YMCA for his service to youth. Or as we say in Brooklyn, Utes. What's a Ute? Yeah, I'm just so impressed with this apartment thing. Look at this. Wow. And look at how well this is kept. This, you know, what I'm so impressed about too is I have this, working for the company for 7 years, I have this feeling, it's an austere feeling you get when you walk the tunnel maybe, or you go specifically to casting or Disney University. It's the same kind of feel. They have like Disney music playing in the background. They have these awards. You know, it's the same feeling you get. So if you're ever not going to work for the company and you want to get that feeling of what it really is like, this will give you the actual feeling. It captures it somehow. It really does. I'll tell you too, what impresses me too is that you look at all these awards. It's like 11 showcases of awards that we just see right here. Think about it, for every one of these awards, and I'm sure he was present for 95% of them, he had to get dressed, him and Lillian, make a speech, shake a bunch of hands, go there, you know, be on his best behavior. You know, I just find that so impressive. I mean, the multitude, and these are the ones that we see in here. How many more, you know, whatever, somewhere else, but this is the bulk of them, but 11 big showcases full. I just can't imagine, you know, that kind of thing. It's just imagining him getting up and doing that and polishing his shoes. Maybe someone else did it for him later on, I don't know, but just being able to go and do that often, and, you know, I find that totally incredible. I really do. It's the little things that amazing. So the first room we're finished with, I mean, again, you could read these things forever. We got a picture of Walt right here as a baby. And you know, oh my God, it smells, again, like Disney. You have the wooden smells. If anybody has ever, I'm sure you've been, it smells like Canada. When you go into the Canadian attraction at Epcot, you have that wooden smell in Canada. That's exactly what this smells like. And this is Walt's legacy. If you want to look at Walt's legacy, where it all started, his great-great-grandparents, grandparents, this violin, wow, imagine having that. This belonged to his father, I think. Yeah, that was his father's violin. Hey, look at that. Oh, and check this out. This is not the exact ambulance, but this is a similar one to the one that Walt used when he was in World War One, and this is where his creativity really started. Right, he was doing cartoons while he was serving as an ambulance driver. Look at that. That is amazing. You could read about his war effort, where he went and what he did. But that's an incredible vehicle. Look at that. It's like part covered wagon, part car. Look at this. This is all a lot of interactive stuff here. This is all about Mussolini in Chicago, his time there. This is when they went to Kansas City. I'm not going to record each one. It'd be way too long. But it's a really great place to come, folks. Really, really nice. Really, really well done. Really well done. And there's a lot of recordings of Walt. This is him talking about all his early work here. This is the first camera that he bought for his animation. This room here is dedicated all to animation. That's pretty cool. I guess this is sponsored by Santa Fe somehow. It's right on the elevators there. Santa Fe. Oh, check this out. It's like you're going to a little stage. I'm going to do that.
In Kansas City, Missouri, where I was working in made the little advertisements for TV commercials today, you know. Put your winter coat in early, you know. Get your fedora block for the winter.
So Kerry's going to press the button to the elevator. This might be one of the coolest elevators ever. It's got Santa Fe on here, and I don't know if they are sponsoring it somehow, but I know Walt was big with the railroad stuff, so let's see what's inside this elevator. A lot of suspense. Look at this. Never saw an elevator like this before. Look at this. Wow. It's like you're in a train, or looks like you're in a train. Like
The big day, the day I got on that California Limited, just as free and happy, you know. It was in 1923, but I failed. I think it's important to have a good failure when you know.
So that elevator depicts Walt when he invented Mickey, talking about the famous railroad trip and failure after he lost Oswald. Look at this. This is really, really well done. More cameras, brothers Walt and Roy. So this wall is fascinating right here. This goes to show you, for 15 seconds of animation, you gotta do 348 drawings. I mean, this is just breathtaking. I mean, you look at this, and you see all the different ways, how it goes from one thing to another. This is for Steamboat Willie, and this is just for 15 seconds. Look at that, 348 of them. Yeah, you got a nice tribute to Oswald. Look at that. This shows you how they made the early cartoons. All the sound effects. And here's a lot of the toys and memorabilia. Oh my God, wouldn't we love to have this? You know, like we were saying in a couple of our podcasts, how Mickey actually saved a bunch of companies. I mean, Ingersoll Rand, which was the watch company, which became Bolivar, Lionel Trains, all of these companies that started doing Mickey Mouse. Look at those Mickey Mouse watches. Holy cow. Alarm clocks. Yeah, Mickey's done a lot of good. All kinds of figurines. I mean, can you imagine what the value on these are? Holy cow. Wow. So what's nice about the museum is that it's very chronological. And again, that's something you see when you go to Disney Traditions and if you look at the wall, but nothing like this, of course, but this is really good. It's really, really a chronological situation. You could see how Walt evolved as a person, as an artist. You look at how young he was in a lot of these pictures. Look at this.
Reenacting a scene that took place way back in 1933. Please bear with us because we may not succeed in looking as young as we did when we created.
This is interesting over here. These are actually Walt Disney skis. The actual skis, and I love how they do the actual picture. Look at those ones. Wow, I'm not a skier, but look at that. I'm sure it's very different. Made in Switzerland of wood and metal. Wow. Yeah, a little shout out to my friend Lewis. I didn't know that Walt Disney had comics. I mean, it just doesn't really resonate. I mean, I'm sure he would know the history of Walt Disney's comics. 10 cents each. Wow. I can only imagine what they're worth now. Story of Ferdinand. Wow. So the museum is very interactive, so it's great for kids. A great place to bring the kids. They definitely did it right here, no doubt about it.
Store yet. We decided to make a feature-length cartoon. Our story was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Classic Snow White.
This shows, again, I love this parts of stuff when you see how they made all the noises and the sounds. I mean, again, you could spend a long, long time walking around this museum.
Our schools that existed then didn't quite have enough.
More interactive stuff. You could sit down, get an idea of some stuff along the way here. Well, the executive. And there's that famous Academy Award. I mean, again, you think of all the people who Walt met. I mean, he died young, 66, but it's really a life well lived, let me tell you. Really, really amazing stuff.
He didn't impress him, you know.
He was so accessible that you could, in fact, run into him in the hall and discuss whatever was on your mind.
Sometimes I'm in an office if it's kind of a general business meeting. So I like to work in the unit. I go around the unit when they're not there. So I can just sit down.
And again, everyone talking about Walt being very personable and being very accessible, having his door open, walking around a lot, not being one of those moguls that just kind of strange, not really talking to anybody. Very, very out there in the open. And I think that helped give him a lot of ideas too. I really think it went to his benefit. And if you've ever wondered what an animator's desk looks like, look at that, how they did that with the film in there. That was an old animated desk from the Burbank studios. Each movie, they touch everything, the art, the music, people. This right here is all on the strike of 1941, when some of his artists went on strike. I mean, it's really, talk about striking, I mean, it shows the real story of Walt. And, you know, right now, mental illness and mental health is a hotbed issue. But Walt did have a couple nervous breakdowns, and I think that if Walt was alive today, I think he'd be at the forefront of trying to help mental health and doing some positive things, because I think he was definitely a person who leaned toward anxiety and depression. He was definitely a drinker, and I think he probably did that to kind of quell some of it. But really, really amazing. They really have captured everything here that you'd want to see. And again, very chronological. We're into the war years right now. And we know Walt did a lot for the war effort. I mean, all the films that were done, all his commercials, all his war bonds, everything. Look at that. And a fun fact for everybody, the only two people ever to get an honorable discharge, animation-wise, from the United States military was Donald Duck, and of course Walt didn't want to use Mickey. Mickey was the icon. Donald had the temperament, but Donald got an honorable discharge from the United States Navy, and the competition, Bugs Bunny, got an honorable discharge from the United States Marine Corps. So a little bit of history. And you're into the post-war right now. Look at this. This is the actual camera that they used for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is one of the models. Look at that. This actually shows some of Walt's collections of miniature rooms. He collected a lot of stuff in his day. And this hobby was started here in San Francisco. He was introduced to this in 1939, and he continued to collect these throughout his life. Check this out. So these are some of the favorite foods that Walt liked to eat right here. This is a list handwritten by him that he gave to his housekeeper, Delmer Howard. And I guess because he grew up during the Depression, or even way before that, actually, he likes simple foods. So chili, Jell-O. Look at that, chef salad, roast chicken with dressing and gravy. Yeah, you can eat what Walt ate. Look at this. This is a good idea of the view from where you are. I mean, look at this neighborhood where the museum is, some cameras, but like I said, the Golden Gate is right out there. How beautiful this is, right? There's the Golden Gate right there in fog, but you can see the bottom of the Golden Gate Bridge right there. That's how close this museum is to it. And look at this. I've come to the wildest exhibit in the museum. It's Carrie. What matters? See what she did to me, Louis? Sheila, everybody?
You're gonna love this next part.
This is an actual bench. Well, what's the next part? Tell
I
us.
can't tell you.
Come on.
Has to do with a train, that's all I'm saying.
Ah, this is an actual bench from Disneyland. Oh my God. Walt might have sat on this very bench. So here we are. Me and Carrie on an actual bench from Disneyland. Look at that. This is an original bench from Disneyland. Incredible. Walt himself might have sat on this. Unbelievable. He probably did. It's right. I agree.
Maybe his wife too.
Wife and kids. So Carrie says I'm really going to like this next room. Ah, it's a room dedicated to trains. Ooh-wee. Wow. It's more than trains, transportation. All his miniature railroads, and these were the engines that they sat on. The exact engines that they sat on. Wow, shout out to my friend Frank Coletto, train conductor from Brooklyn, big train buff. Wow. That's the famous thing of them on the trains. That's the very train that they rode on. Wow. This is a big museum, let me tell you. Oh my God, there's a car there from the original Autopia. Holy cow. I'm telling you folks, this is, I mean, you get the theme park feeling here, you really do. But better in a sense, because when you're at the theme park, you're rushing with the fast passes, you want to get on a ride. You really can't take some of this stuff in when you're over there. But here, you could just really take it all in and appreciate it. Cameras, and oh my God, I got to take a picture near that car. And look at this model depiction here of the original Disneyland. Oh my God. Oh my God, I wish I could go back as a...
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wow. Look at the detail here. Wow. So this was made, wow, look at this, by the people from Lucasfilm. If you didn't know, Lucasfilm is actually right over here in the, I think it's in the Presidio section, and Pixar is actually right across the bridge in Oakland. But look at the detail on this thing. Oh my God. Wow. Look at this. This is an actual car from the Utopia. The original vehicle from the Utopia. Oh my God. So you come here, you feel like you're at a theme park. You feel like you're doing a little bit of everything. Oh my God. There's some artwork. Oh my God. And that's what says it all. You know, look at that. The models here are amazing too. You got the steamboat there, Mark Twain, and you got Walt and Lillian. Look at that. Looks familiar. Like I say, all the way up through history, chronological. More memorabilia. Wow, some of this stuff I've never even seen before. Holy cow. Donald Duck hats. All the books. I think I had maybe a few of those books when I was little. I don't know, but wow. Incredible. There's a view of the train from underneath, showing you the scale. That's definitely a showstopper. Wow. Oh my God, check this out. I'm gonna work Hey, how you doing, buddy? Let me see if I can work this. Hold on.
Yes, everyone. Animatronics characters are always ready to get on with the show. That is what we're made to do. Like, there's audio animatronic pirates, ghosts, singing bears, presidents, robots.
Look at this guy. I'm actually controlling it with this remote control thing here.
Something that's fun to say. It is an amazing entertainment. Walt Disney himself. Take a look.
They say a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. But this little fella...
Well, now we're coming into my time. The World's Fair. Look at that. Where a lot of these attractions were made and thought up. Look at this. Wow. And you got some personal effects here of Walt. Showing him his airplane out there. Showman of the world, Walt Disney. Wow. It's funny, you see someone age before your eyes, right? In the course of whatever, hour or whatever. Everybody ages. But he sure made a big difference, let me tell you. It tells you about his final days right here. He never got to see Disney World open. That was probably one of the things. But boy, how many lives he changed opening up those two places, huh? And all those movies. And this is a picture I've never seen before. One of the last photos of Walt, July of 1966. He would have passed in December 15th of that same year. So this is the last room, and it's dedicated to Walt's passing. Tells you he died on December 15th, 66, 10 days after his 65th birthday. I mean, he's standing here a few minutes and brings tears to your eyes. And people here, it's almost like some of those Hallmark booths I used to go to when I went to see Hallmark stuff in Kansas City where they had tissues. You could actually have that in here. Lots of people coming through, teary-eyed. There's Mickey crying. And this shows all the animated things and telegrams that came after Walt passed. This was from Dallas Morning News. This was in Miami. Just worldwide. He made the world a happier place. Usually with Mickey crying. And again, we come to Kerry. Wow, that was amazing. Well, one amazing thing, there's a gift shop here. We got to take a look in the gift shop. Lots of nice stuff. Lots of nice stuff. Books. Nice. So just to close out the video, absolutely stupendous. I mean, a must-do if you're a Disney fan, if you're an animation fan. Absolutely worth the $25 each to come in. Amazing. Can't say enough great things about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a bit long, this video, but I want to give you a little idea of what it was inside there, and just incredible. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Shoot me a comment if you like. I really appreciate it. I love you, my son Matt. Miss you, love you. And thanks everybody for watching. I'll talk to you real soon, and we're hoping to do a podcast episode on the Disney Museum. So this will be a good benchmark to start with, and should be a really fun podcast. So once again, a big shout out to all my podcast co-hosts at Monorail Tales. Take care, folks. Talk to you soon. Bye.